day 19, which is crazy to me. It has been such a fun ride for me, such a fun experience. There are so many good reasons if you're a YouTube creator to do Vlogmas, or some people do it in the fall, or some people do it over the summer, but like a filming challenge where you film most days of a month. I cannot tell you what I have taken away from this experience, because I have learned so much about myself, about letting go of perfectionism, because when I'm coming in front of you every single day, I can't make everything perfect. I can't reshoot. If there's a mistake, if there's a hair on my sweater, which has happened multiple times, if there's something weird in the background, if the sound isn't perfect, if the light isn't perfect, it's got to go up. It's just what it is. And it has been such a good way for me to release some of that perfectionism. And y'all have been so kind and gracious. The whole reason I love YouTube is because of the community. And you all have been so incredibly kind, open. You've been sharing your own personal struggles with me, the struggles you've been having with family. Do you want to come up, Miss Sadie? You can come up. Little things every once in a while that I think people have been slightly put off by, like maybe they didn't know where I stand or how I feel about the world or my moral compass or any of those kinds of things. And it's actually served as kind of a way to clear out some that I kind of didn't want here anyway. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up and watching these videos. Thank you for sharing them with your friends. Thank you to those of you that have started joining us on Patreon. I just sent out our information about our holiday party, which will actually happen the week after Christmas. We did that last year, and it was so much fun. It's such a relaxed week. And one thing I never want to do with my patrons is add another thing for them to have to do. So doing it the week after Christmas is just way more fun. So if you want to be involved in our big Zoom gathering Christmas party, make sure you join us over on Patreon. $7 a month. I only have one tier, just easier that way. And yeah, all the things. So I have a lot going on today. I don't know when you'll be seeing this video. My son and I are going to go to a coffee shop and to a cheese shop. So I'm super excited about that. But I think what I'm going to do for the sake of expediency is I'm going to film opening our Advents first thing, and then I'll bring you the footage from the coffee shop and the cheese shop and all that, because that'll just make it quicker for me to edit it. So I hope your day is going really well. I know that I'm acting like this is totally normal behavior, because it kind of is. Sadie is, for those of you that might not know, a Great Pyrenees Husky Lab mix. So all of the different characteristics of those breeds, this precious girl has, including being unbelievably affectionate, including being very, very, very smart. Yes, you're very smart. And including always wanting to get her own way. Right, baby? Yeah. Let's open some Advent calendars. I want to profusely apologize for missing a day on Mary Engelbrite. Oh my gosh. But the benefit of that is we get to do 2 days today. One of you, my friend Steven, talked about how since I put the raccoon in the wrong spot, let me find the poor woman with the cupcakes is stuck out here in the middle of the snow. But I've decided to rewrite the story, and that she's there because her grandchildren are skating on this pond. And they're you can't see them. They're right over here. But when they get done, she's going to have cupcakes waiting for them. And the raccoon is just waiting for her to come home. I don't know. Makes sense if you don't think about it. Okay, we need to do day 18 and day 19. 18. Okay. 18 is a cardinal. It's funny that I didn't open it yesterday. It's really interesting. I don't know. Many of you know that a cardinal means that someone that has passed on. It can mean a bunch of different things. For me, it's how my dad has always shown up for me in so many different miraculous ways I cannot even tell you. And the funny thing is I kept seeing them when he was in the process. He passed away, sadly, from cancer in 2009. And when he was in the process of dying, I saw them all the time in those weeks leading up to his death. And since then, I see them all the time. I could tell you so many stories of how they show up at just the right time. And so it's very telling to me that I opened a cardinal. That's very emotional. Let's find the right number, though. I'm not going to talk more about that because we do not need to start the day in tears. Today could be a rough day anyway. We don't need to start the day that way. Okay, where's number 18? Must be on the back. There we go. Number 18 is going to go right there. And our little cardinal is going to be in the snow. That's so sweet. That is so, so very sweet. Okay. And our cardinal is kind of singing to our snowman. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Okay, and now we need day 19 right there. If you have been watching these Vlogmas videos and you have not subscribed yet, I seem to have ticked enough people off that I could really use your subscription. So if you would hit that subscribe button, in the new year, I'll be doing lots of travels, lots more vlogs, lots of great content, at least I hope. Who knows? We're not there yet, but that's the hope anyway. And I would love to have you join us. It's free. You just hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. That way you'll never miss a video. And I would love to have you here. It's a fun group. Speaking of my dad did not have a beard, but I feel like if my dad had lived his full amount of years, this is the kind of thing you would have seen him doing because he was very into being outside, always when I was a kid, hiking and always wanting to camp and be on boats and doing all kinds of things. Oh, good. We're finally on this new page, sort of, new tableau, if you will. And we are going to put him, he is a snow skier, and he is going to go right there on number 19. Look how cute that bunny is. That one's printed in there. Sweet. Oh, and we're almost to our little caroling mice, bird, chipmunk, rabbit friends. So simple, and yet it's bringing me so much joy. That's what we're after, right? Simple joys. I love it. We need to open a kitsch today because we are in the home stretch. So few videos left, so few opportunities for me to sit in front of this Christmas tree until next year. So let's do number 10, 10 Lords a Leaping. 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yes, I did it again. Also, I washed my hair last night. I have it up because I actually went to bed with it damp. So if I took it down out of this ponytail, it's a lot. But so happy with the shampoo. I did not use any conditioner. Mostly because my hair post-menopause is so fine that I really have to be careful that I don't use too much product on it. So I have this like leave-in that I put on before I use heating tools on it. Didn't put anything on last night, which considering like it's very full and very shiny for only using shampoo. But one of the reasons I didn't is because I only had the bag for one. And now today, ask and ye shall receive. I now have the bag for both. It was a little tricky last night. I was trying to figure it out. Oh, by the way, yes, I painted my nails. I hardly ever paint my nails, so please applaud. Hopefully this will last until Christmas. We'll see. This little bag has this little directions and you put it over your wrist and it was really easy and it's hanging in my shower now. I did have to tell my husband there's a weird bag hanging in the shower. It is just my new shampoo. So I'm glad they gave me 2 bags. Hooray, that makes me very happy. I did come down here yesterday and clean everything up and throw some stuff away and pull out what I'm gifting to other people. You know, I mean, we got to stay organized, right? Because the year is going to start and I don't want to feel like I'm already behind when the year first starts. Okay, let's do our candle one next. Here we go. Number 19. Here we go. Oh, it's another, let's see if I can hold it up. It's another long one right here. Let's see what that is. It is a candle wick trimmer. I have these all over my house. I have a silver one, I have one upstairs, and I have one downstairs. This is the first black one that I have, and if you'll recall, it will match now the candle snuffer and the thing we have to get the wick out. Really, really high quality, like heavy metal, well done apothecary. This is really nice. Yep. Okay. And of course, you know, I'm assuming you know, maybe you don't know, When you burn your candles, you always want to trim your wick to about 1/2 inch. Otherwise, you will start to get a lot of soot and it'll smoke a lot more than you want it to when you burn your candles. So you want to trim the wick after, or not after you burn it, like let it cool off, but before you go to burn a candle again, you want to trim the wick down. So yeah, that's really nice. I'm really happy with that set. And you could actually, if you opened all three, that would be such a lovely gift, paired with, you know, maybe a couple of the votives and some of the reed diffusers. That would be swanky. Okay, time to open this puppy up. Let's see, we absolutely are in the bottom drawer. I want to show you guys what's left in here. There we go. And we are on number 19, which is rather large. I like the pattern on that. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Daily agenda, another little list pad. Okay, this is so cool, you guys. So it has daily agenda, and I can mark. I love these kind of perpetual calendars where you can just use them when it works for you to use them. So let's say that I had a really busy day where I was going to be out of the house all day. I'm not going to take my big old planner, but maybe I want to jot down what's going on for the day. And you mark the day at the top. You put your 3 priorities, which I am all about the 3 priorities, and then the schedule right there. I love that. That is so very cool. Good size, good color, good quality. Once again, I don't think there's been a dud in, I mean, there's not been like a dud in any of them. Sometimes you get these advent calendars, and one year, I think this is even before I was filming, but I opened one and it was literally like a paper clip. I mean, it was a cute little designer paper clip, but I was like, really? Or like sometimes I'll open them up and it'll be like a sticker. You're like, I don't think so. Anyway, so it's nice that these have, I feel like these have all been really high quality. And I'm going to rate probably the one before Christmas Eve, because I don't want to talk about advent calendars anymore once we get into January. But I'm going to rate like the various calendars and what I thought. Were they a good value? Would I buy them again? So yeah, can't wait. Okay, sorry. Scott's on his way to a trip that he's doing for himself. I'll talk to you guys about it when he gets back because I don't want to jinx it, but he's really excited about it. And he just texted me that he's on the plane. So that's super fun. Just in case you guys thought that I did solo travel, but he didn't ever do solo travel. He does sometimes do solo travel, and he goes and does things that I'm not interested in. We're both like that. Like, we love traveling together. And if you didn't watch our Switzerland and Italy vlogs, go watch them. I have rewatched them now like 3 or 4 times. They have brought me so much joy. But we also both love very different things. So we also travel independently quite a bit. And I love that about us. I think it's kept us, like, then we get back together and we have stuff to talk about. Like, we're not joined at the hip. Okay, we have now, our goats are sledding down the hill, dashing through the snow in a 1 goat open sleigh. Over the hills we go. Okay. Honeyed grapefruit. Honeyed grapefruit is one of their scents that I love so much. Love the soap. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, did we do everything? Boop, boop, boop. Mary Engelbrite. We did it. Okay. I am going to go WALK, the DOGS's. And then we are going to head out to our coffee shop and our fromage shop, which do y'all get overwhelmed when you go to a place like that? I don't want to get overwhelmed. So I might go online and like look at their options. Basically, we were talking about it yesterday. It's like a supply place for charcuterie boards. And I'm sure it's not going to be cheap. And I don't want to overspend, but I would love to get a few special pieces of cheese for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So let's go. You've probably seen grocery hauls. You've probably seen clothing hauls. Have you ever seen a cheese haul? That's what I have for you today. So we just got back. We went to East Pole Coffee, which is in the, I think it's called the Armour District, kind of close to Buckhead if you're an Atlanta person. And next to East Pole Coffee, where we picked up some gifts, and they roast their own beans there, locally, all the best things that you want from a great coffee shop. By the way, I had a chocolate croissant to die for. Sadie's going crazy though because of what we bought at Capella cheese. Now, this is a big bag. So this is what we'll use for like our charcuterie and all of those fun things. We got some good stuff. So get ready for a cheese haul. This is called Le Crottin, and we got one of these. I think it's in its own little, it's in this little wrapper, but it's goat cheese from France. And I will show it to you. This dog, she's like this. It's just tiny, this little teeny goat cheese. So that's one. We only got 2 cheeses. No, you're not getting that. We also got Screamer, which is from Switzerland. This is a really, really good cheese. And then we got a loaf of fresh pepper sourdough. They just baked this morning. It was still warm. It's not now because we have like a half-hour drive home, but that's going to be really good. We got uncured duck prosciutto. This is not for me, obviously, because I'm a vegetarian, but that is going on our charcuterie board. We also picked up a Tuscan-style salami, also not for me, for other people. We got these little Lepicurian, which you've probably heard of them. These are all to go with like a charcuterie. So we got fig and walnuts confit, red pepper with raspberry and cayenne pepper confit, and black cherry confit. So those will be really good. But wait, there's more. We might have overdone a little bit. These, I got the Potter's crackers. I 100% will mix these with much less expensive crackers, but these looked really, really good. Classic white organic, small batch artisan crackers. But wait, there's more. We picked up these Juanita Picante peppers, sweet and spicy. Those won't go on the charcuterie, but we'll use those. Well, I guess maybe they could, but we'll use those for cooking over the holiday. And then lastly, we bought rosé wine vinegar. My son got this. I don't actually know what we're using this for, although it says it's perfect for vinaigrettes, seafood, asparagus, hollandaise, and other sauces. So I think this will be really good. So we're kind of experimented a little bit and got things we've never gotten before. They were super knowledgeable there. There was a woman ahead of us buying for a Christmas party for 10 people, just like a small cocktail party. And she must have spent $400. The bill adds up really quick there. So I kind of like to do like a high-low, like pick up a few special pieces and then we'll mix that from stuff from, the Publix, and that will be really fun. That was fun. I was really happy to get out of the house today. There's some news breaking in the US today that if you know anything about my story, has potential to really be a challenging day for me. So I'm staying off the internet. I'm going to spend the rest of the day cozy in my house, finishing wrapping, snuggling with my dogs, having tea. I might do some baking later, I don't know. But I hope whatever you're doing today, you're finding joy. I hope you're finding moments of peace and centeredness, that you can stay off the internet if that's what you need to do today to rebalance and reconfigure and not get swept away with all of the nuttiness that is the world around us. And I've just loved spending time with you today. So yeah, have the best day ever. If you didn't have the best day ever, hang on, because tomorrow might be the best day ever. And yeah, I'll see you back here tomorrow.